I'm having a very interesting moment right now. I feel like I'm on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah, you know, but I'm telling you, bro. Like, a lot of people don't realize that we think about all these things.
No, we do, man.
And that's why I'm going back to that.
We don't talk about it.
That God being, having anything to do with technology, because I asked you if you'd ever get the chip or, the Neuralink. I said, why not? I'm almost 70 and I'm 10 years, 12 years away. You're a lot younger than, well, not very much younger, but you're about 10 years younger than me. And
I wonder if,
and then we spoke about your son. Maybe it would help him as well. And you were saying, that
more than likely
they're telling you it's like the number, or it's
a sign of the beast.
A sign of the beast. Now, I mean, so then obviously you don't think that God has anything to do with the creation of these types of technology? Or?
Well, I said that I believe that God has given man to do good and bad. ¿Entiendes? God has given us one thing, Rock. Do you know what that is? He's given us free will. Aparte de nuestra vida, he gave us free will. I spoke at 3 different services for the children in Uvalde. Right? When I spoke at those services, the top question for me was, why? And I said, unfortunately, because God gave man free will. And some people are not right from their head. And because some people are not right with their head, there's casualties. And there's people that come across these casualties. Things that people, I'm not talking about that specific event, right? But there's people that you really have to take a dive into why some people have chemical imbalances. And all people think is no potente el diablo.
Well, there's a lot of things that I think about, like medicating kids, that are in school that have a certain ADHD or have something. Right away they want to, throw some pills in them and, calm them down and stuff like that.
I know.
So there's a lot of man-made stuff that they're pumping in the kids that, you might have an effect on with their adult life.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you. This is why I was saying, so when I spoke at these services, right, I said, God doesn't want this for the children. God doesn't want for my son to be in a vehicle accident. My son, God doesn't want anybody out there to have cancer. God didn't want my friend Plácido to go in the arroyo and get an infection and pass from it. God didn't want that. But unfortunately, it's life. It's life. If you read the Bible, you can read it however you want. The Bible says that God will come for you when you least expect it. So make your peace, love your neighbor, love your friends, do all the kind gestures you're supposed to do today, because tomorrow you might not have a chance. It says it. Now, for me, there is a lot of good things. Like, for example, technology has technology has somewhat helped my mom, because there's medication that helps her control her diabetes and cholesterol. But come on, Rock. Is it really helping her? Or is it cutting her life a little bit short? Because those medications have long-term effects. We all know this. But it's just like we don't know. Everything seems to be a business out there.
I feel that the medications, they kind of like stunt the body and the immune system from working on its own. But because once you get off of them, forget it. You can never get off of them after all, because your body becomes accustomed to the medication, and without the medication, it will never function. Where there should be an area where you can be able to change your lifestyle and build your body to a point where it can fight off infection, or it can fight off a virus, or stuff like that. Let me ask you: if you were given the opportunity to take some sort of technological advancement that would make you immortal, and would help you live forever, would you do it?